Do you suspect that you have ADHD, or you find yourself unable to do certain tasks? Maybe it's tidying your environment, feeding yourself appropriately, doing a project, or a bit of work that you've been asked to do and you just can't seem to start it. Maybe until there's a massive amount of fear and suddenly it overrides you can do it. But that's not a healthy approach. It's a very stressful approach, and you feel guilt. Why am I unable to do these things? You feel useless. You feel as if you're betraying yourself. All this potential, never quite actualizing it. You may have ADHD. I would like to change the term because it's an old term. Then we've got modern understandings to it. The primary molecule is dopamine. Now, let me take you back in time. The experiment was, if you were to annihilate the dopamine receptors from a mouse, what would happen? Bit naughty. Bit inhumane. However, scientists be wilding. Oh dear. So they injected a molecule similar to dopamine that attaches to the dopamine sites. However, it then just obliterates the dopamine receptors. So now they've essentially got no dopamine. What they did is they put a bit of food into the reach of the mouse and it ate it happily. And they thought, oh, that's normal to be expected. How hungry mouse eats food. They then moved the food 2 inches from its face. So it would have to just get up a little bit and move to get the food. It starved and the mouse was no more. Dopamine isn't just a I want to do it. It is a biological requirement in order to do something. If your brain isn't producing enough dopamine, you are unable to do the task. Literally, physically, biologically unable. It's not a matter of wanting. You cannot. So please don't beat yourself up when you feel like you cannot. Biology over blame. There are 3 types of ADHD. Type 1, which is a natural one, where you're born with it. Human society requires different types of minds, and some humans back in the past need to find things, spot things. They needed their attention flickering. They would need to be spotting the colourful things, the danger, the lions and the tigers and the berries that we want to eat. They never wanted to linger too much on any particular task because there was lots to see. You couldn't linger because you needed to spot other things. These individuals have type 1 ADHD. Type 2 is a protective trauma response from when you were younger. If you were in an overwhelming environment full of stimulation, the brain, in order to protect itself, will desensitize to make their neurons less excitatory so you don't get overwhelmed. And this will linger because it happened when your brain was forming in the first few years of your life, but largely, I guess, the first 20 years of your life, but really the first few. Type 3. Now, type 3 is something we can do a lot about, and it's actually something that almost everyone on the planet now has. And this is a consumption-based, a dietary-based ADHD. The screens that you look at, the media in which we watch, the food in which we eat that is tasty and sugary, the games we play, all of these things excite our system, create dopamine. And the body, in order to protect itself from dopamine, because dopamine is a little bit toxic, it reduces its sensitivity, which means you need more dopamine in order to do the same thing. Some people have all 3. Some people just have the 3rd one. Now, what can we do about this? Well, first of all, it's understanding. Then it's forgiving yourself. Then it's implementing strategies in order to build a model for which that model can then give you the tactics to actually change your life. In the next video, which I'll link somewhere, I don't know where it will be. Oh, you find it. I'll be giving you strategies to build this model. And it's not about just doing a little task. You need to reframe the way that you interact with your habits. Now, I'm a new YouTuber, a new educator in the online realm. I moved away from school education because I believe that there is more reach here. There's more important things that need to be said. And so if you could support me so that I am able to do this more effectively, I'd really appreciate that. I don't know what that support would be. If you could give me advice, something you didn't like about the video, something you did enjoy about the video, if you could like the video, if you genuinely found it interesting. If you didn't find it interesting, then don't waste your time. I didn't deserve it. If you could share it to someone that you think will be particularly useful, do. But that doesn't mean the video. Take the information that you've learned from here and actually communicate it yourself, because communication and teaching is the best way for it to integrate and learn for you. So yeah, go tell people about these things. Subscribe if you want to hear more about it and are worried that this might be the last time you see me. But if you're not too worried about that, then thank you for joining me for just a moment.